Hey, capsule people, here, Dace, talking about warp mechanics. Warp mechanics, number one thing, you can't warp to everything. For example, you cannot warp to other ships. You cannot warp to drones. There's a few things you can't warp to. You can warp to fleet members that are in the same system, but anything that you can warp to, for example, these stations, these boxes over here, they must be over 150 kilometers away. If you check here, I can't issue a warp command on this box, but the box down here, I can. Now, when you issue a warp command, your ship automatically does the following. It aligns towards the direction, it speeds up, it checks it has enough capacitor, and that it's not tangled. Then it'll initiate warp, and it'll land within 2.5 kilometers away from the thing you want it to warp to. Whatever the warp point is, it lands at 2.5 kilometers away, within 2.5 kilometers from it. Small thing about this, the ship must have enough capacitor to initiate the warp. Make sure you're not constantly keeping your prop mod on. Another thing about having your prop mod on, and we can see this through the fitting window, is over here my align time to enter warp with the nothing on is 3.36 seconds. The moment I turn on my prop mod, it jumps up. It doesn't matter what prop mod you use, your align time gets shot to shit because the maneuverability of your ship decreases. It's harder for your ship to turn. I'll go ahead and use the Q command over here. If my ship is moving this way and I want it to change 90-degree angle, turns very quickly. That's about 3.3 seconds like we saw. The moment that I'm moving in a direction with my prop mod on and I move a 90-degree angle, it takes a lot longer to finish this curve. Keeping your prop mod on decreases your maneuverability and thus how quickly you can initiate warp. And another thing is your ship must be moving at 75% of its current top speed in order to for the warp to initiate. When you issue a warp command, your ship automatically does this for you. But let's say you want to stay on grid someplace, and you want to, but still be ready to warp away. What you would do is you would pre-align to your destination. You can approach, or if it's off grid, it would be align. Align and approach is the exact same command. And the moment that you turn on your prop mod, it'll take a lot longer for your ship to initiate that warp, because suddenly it's not moving at its top speed. Now it has to speed up more in order to achieve it. I hope this stuff helps you guys with your warp mechanics. Take these into consideration before you warp.